Yeah, this is for this video is specifically for the beautiful soul that asked me how you get so woke. Them her exact words, verbatim. Girl, how you get so woke? And when she said it, it caught me off guard, and I was like, girl, I just went in and did the work, and I left it at that or whatever. But I always thought about that ever since that happened, ever since she said that to me. And I just want to give a message, guys. Becoming woke wasn't easy, and it still, have its days. Even though it's God's work and you're doing everything God's doing, you get tired of people bashing you for feeling like you're, feeling bashing you for being right, bashing you for wanting to do the right thing or whatever the case may be. And that's where the burnout come in at. But you really don't get burned out for me anymore, because I know and see now the cause of these things that's transpiring. And it's actually like give me, say to my videos that I do post. But I just want to say that becoming woke, when I awakened, and I realized so many things and so much stuff that I went through, and I just kind of replayed it back in my life over and over again. And, I kind of had an aha moment at like, wow, I wasn't wrong. They made me feel like I was stupid because they wasn't aware. They made me feel as if I wasn't able to, but the whole time I was capable, and they didn't ever even try. So in situations where I felt like I was wrong, when I knew, I knew 95%, 99% of the time I was right. However, I still had that 1% that I was like, damn, am I crazy? Am I thinking right? Am I saying right? Second guessing myself, thinking like everything, that I say or do will be counted against me. And it was at one point in my life, because I realized, though, when I woke up, people was only treating me in that certain type of way because they had insecurities about themselves. They wasn't sure of themselves. They wasn't sure if they can, take on the problem or whatever the case may be. They wasn't sure if, they can handle the situation if it came, upon them or whatever the case may be. However, going through all these things where they not sure in, they take the blame for me. They take the blame and put it on me, making me feel like I'm the bad person, making me feel like I'm in wrong, making me feel like I'm not able, because they didn't want to put themselves up against a challenge with somebody that had already woken up. So they pushed me back and made me feel like I was like damn near asleep, dead in fact. You see? So how did I get so woke? Is I went in and I did the inner work. I realized so many things that was happening in my life was actually a thing, and it had a cure for it. I went looking for the cure. And I wanted to be cured from all the jealousy I held, all the disappointment I held in other people, all the grudges I held against other people. But it really was against myself, because I was holding myself in bondages, trying to keep myself away from other people. You know how it is when you're around other people, or you have family functions, and that person gonna be there, and that person gonna be there, and you feel like you gotta hold your guard up or whatever the case may be. That causes energy. That takes energy and things away from you. So, all those things that's happening within your life is a lot. All those things that's transpiring in your life is a lot. Come on. I'm sorry, y'all. I just lost my train of thought. Whew, it's hot. Well, what I was saying, what was I saying? Dang, what was I saying? Oh, yes, how I get so woke. I became so woke because I stopped allow other people to break me. I went in and did the inner work. Oh yeah, I didn't want to be jealous and hold grudges and do all those things anymore. So I wanted to become better, and I went sought for that. I went looking after that. I went and researched those things, and more things I researched, the more things I came about, and more things I found out. Is the more things it was about me, and the more things that was about me, I realized who I was. And when I understood who I was, that's when I started doing the work. I was like, wow. Started teaching myself, educating myself, talking to myself, breaking bad habits, taking things that away from my life that I didn't want anymore, causing good vibes in my own life. Because if you choose to be happy for today, guess what? It's your choice. If you choose to be happy for today, you're gonna be happy. If you choose to get up and be angry or whatever, or when you get up, the first thing you do is become angry, that's gonna be your set time for the day. But I set myself up to no more than 10 minutes of mad time. Because where I'm finna stay in 10 minutes ain't gonna change. It is what it is. Whatever I'm mad about already occurred, already happened. So let me move it forward in my life so I won't sit in these sorrows. I don't wanna feel like that. I don't wanna feel unavailable. I don't wanna feel sad, depressed, down and out. I want my energy to level, to stay high. That's why 9 times out of 10, I'm always by myself. My energy is not going to drain itself. I'm always by myself, thinking, learning, looking, understanding, and needing more. That's all what I'm doing by myself. So my energy is most of the time is there. I'm able to do more things and be more happy and lively in my life when things transpire, when it's time for these things to happen. However, I know how to be great around people too, but I'm not going to just let anybody in my circle. I'm just not going to allow anybody to, come within and just have a seat in my life and they have no purpose. You have no purpose in my life. Kick rocks and keep going, because, everybody ain't genuine. Everybody don't deserve a spot in your life. When you on the rise to do better, that's exactly what you need to do better. So my answer to that question is I went in and did better. I went in and changed some things that I didn't want. I'm still changing things that I don't want. I'm still finding out things about myself. And when you're working on yourself, it's scary, but the most valuable lesson in this world. Because when you learn things about yourself that you didn't know, and then some things that you gotta be 100% honest. Nobody ain't listening but you. So with yourself, you have to be 100% honest. I found out things that I'm like, what? Really? I became a better person. I seen things that people did and said, and I'm like, only reason why you said that because such and such and such. And then when I realized those things in those people's life, I understood that I had the same thought pattern. I had the same mindset. I thought the same thing once, and that's not okay. And that's what put me in a place of teaching myself more, understanding more, making sure I don't just go without, making sure, I'm living in my highest percentage of life. I want to be great in life. I want great things in life. I want to do what's best for me and my family in life. I want to go, come, be there, buy, purchase, whatever the case may be, whatever I want in life. And I'm manifesting it, and I'm going to get it. So when I say I don't have time for bad energy, that's exactly what I mean. My manifestations won't happen with this bad energy around me. In order for you to be woke, in order for you to manifest things, you got to be one of God's chosen children, because, He ain't going to leave us out. He sent us down here to do the work that nobody else won't do. Because very few of us, ain't too many of the chosen ones out here that's going to step up and speak the truth about the situations that everybody else agreeing with. I ain't never been on that. I ain't never been that type of girl. I ain't never been that type of woman. I always looked at things like, nah, that's not right. Just because everybody else saying it, that don't mean it's right. That's just what you were programmed to. Just like last night, I was in class. We was talking about youth. Oh my God, God is so good. God is so good, y'all. But we was talking about youth and wow, I'm feeling some type of good, y'all. But I was talking about youth to this person, and he was like they would talk about youth and how they go into programs and talk to these youth about things. And I said, I raised my hand. I said, one of the big questions is, one of the big things, I talk to teenagers. I talk to youth in my everyday life. That's what I focus on. And I was like, I hear a lot of youth, even my daughter has mama those words part of her lips when we was around and cops was involved. Had the nerve to say, look at those cops. Ugh, look at those pigs. I don't like, that's wrong. And I always had the sense of asking my daughter, what did the cop do to you? What did the cop do to you? Literally, what did the cop do to you? And my daughter, I just don't like them. Well, that don't make no sense. You don't just walk around here not liking people, just disrespectfully not liking people. And by you not liking people, that causes you to disrespect them, or, fail by the law, or not follow the law, or, not think that the cop has right to say something to you. Just because it's in the media about some cops that's out here that's doing the wrong thing doesn't mean that's all cops. Cops are actually meant to help you in situation. I said, I tell that to they was like, wow. They was like, call this number, 683, whatever. So they wanted me to call and sign up to speak. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of giving out a lot of information, but that led me into something that I've been so passionate about doing. Oh my God, y'all just don't understand. Like, that's how I became woke. I keep going back to that because I create my own reality, because in my head I'm feeling like these things, and I always used to be scared to speak my mind, because when I said what I said in the classroom, in the past, I would have been trembling in my voice trying to get what I said out. But I said straight what I said as if nobody wasn't standing there but me. And I felt something, and I was going in on it. And they was like, wow. They was like, call. Yeah, yeah. I was like, okay, did that. And so I got that number, and, we're going to go forward with that. However, it's just amazed me how I became so woke, how when I speak these days and say things these days, I'm able to just express myself, be who I am, and not worry about what somebody got to say. Like, things are getting better, things are going to get better. However, if you don't go in and do the inner work, you can never get to this level. And only God chosen ones can understand where I'm coming from when I say these things. And anybody that's really to get ready to be awakened, just go inside and start doing your inner work. Go inside and start doing peace work. Go inside and start, go to meditation. Get there, sit still, be quiet, be by yourself. It's okay. So many people out here that post on social media every day looking for likes and love and comments and stuff, dressing half naked to get some attention, doing things that they wouldn't even normally do to get some attention that they don't even, deserve. You don't deserve that type of attention. A lot of these young women, they just do what they see other women do. And the reason why I know, because I have a 17-year-old child, and I have to redirect her a whole lot. I have to redirect her. No, man, we're not going to do that here. Yep. No, man, we're not going to do that here. I can say that all along, I can say things what I say, and my daughter be like, you don't like none, you against everything. Well, I'm not against everything. I just, certain things is just not, it don't make sense to me. And and when it don't make sense to me, I need to explain to my child the reason why it don't make sense, and then ask her, does that make sense? Then she see this picture. You see the picture. You don't understand. You can't run around here hollering and screaming at your children, telling them to do things and don't do these, and don't understand why. My husband had to understand that about me. He didn't like when he get up. He didn't like when he tried to tell me something, and I used to be like, why I can't do this, or why I can't. He'll try to show me a way to do something, and I just be like, why I can't do it the way I want to do it. And he be like, such and such, this and that. He be like, just do what I say so it can be right. And then I'm like, okay, you got to tell me why I got to do what you got to say. Because why do I have to do what you got to say? If I feel like I can do it, and I do it in the way I want to do it, it's the way I want to do it. And he had to understand that in order for you to just tell me I can't do something, or whatever the case may be, you're going to have to tell me why I can't do it and show me why. And that's the only thing I try to put out here in this world. You can't holler at a child and say, hey, don't run away. You're going to get pregnant out there. You can't say that to a child. If a child running away from your home, you got to just be like, hey, If a child run away from your home, you just got to be like, well, you can't. I ain't gonna say what you gotta do. I'm just gonna say, like, telling a child that they're gonna get pregnant. Hey, what you doing? They're gonna get pregnant. That really affects a child where they go out here and do exactly that. You encourage a child not to run away because you know anything can happen to you out here in these streets. You can get hurt, harmed, abducted, kidnapped. I mean, you know, raped, killed, drugged, anything. Not just, oh, you finna go out there and get pregnant, because that's the first thing they thinking about when they go out there is getting pregnant. So we got to be mindful of what we say to children or whoever when we speaking to them, because it's not okay for people just to say things off the top of their programmed mind and not knowing that, you know, it's a reason behind everything. Why I can't do this? If you explain to somebody why they can't do something or why it affects them or the reason behind these things, I promise it's better to be understood and to understand. Because shit, if you tell a child just not to run away and they gonna get pregnant, shit, if that's the only risk they got, that's how they looking at it. That's the only risk I have to running away is I might get pregnant. You know, but then everything else I could do, I can go steal a car, I can get in the car with people that's underage, that don't supposed to be driving, I can get in the car with people that's drinking, I can get in the car with people that's my friend, we can go to the parties and we can go out to eat, we can do all these things other than getting pregnant. See, that's why it's important to stop being so programmed on what everybody else has already seen in life, like our parents. What do you say? Our parents used to tell us, no matter what you do, you're going to respect the adult. And I always thought that was crazy, even when I was a kid. I used to think like, what you mean you're going to respect the adult? Ain't you need to tell these kids to respect everybody? Don't everybody deserve respect, whether they're an adult or a child? That's how I thought, you know? And that's how everything is programmed. You say, you know, man, first thing you get, these little kids run away. They are here trying to have sex and get pregnant. And sometimes these children running away because, stop. Sometimes these children run away because their mom boyfriend treating them wrong. Sometimes these kids running away because, you know, they're being sexually molested. Sometimes these kids run away because, you know, they're not being treated right. They're the black sheep of the family or whatever. They feel like they left out and nobody liked them. And, you know, so many reasons why children run away other than having sex. So when you put that in a child's mind, that's the first thing they think. So I would run away and just go be free and have sex with anybody. That's what they thinking. They're children. They got a child like mine. So be mindful when you tell these children certain things. Everything is programmed, but it don't have to be. It do not have to be the program that we was brought up on. There's better things to life than that. It don't have to be programmed at all. It's you could teach your way and learn a new way to do things because it's important. Come here, Kane. Give me your. Hold up. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get off here. I just want to bring that message, and the reason I'm so woke is because I went in and did the inner work. It ain't easy, but it's necessary. And I'm gonna let you guys go. Discussion.